Welcome to Gaming Fin, everything related to the gaming industry and the financial stock market. So in this video we're going to talk about CD Projekt. A little disclaimer, I'm personally invested in CD Projekt, and this video is not a video by a financial advisor. This video is made by a retail investor, someone that just likes to share his opinion about CD Projekt, about the stock, about the overall environment that we see at the moment with CD Projekt stock and also the stock market, of course, in general. So don't buy or sell or whatever, do anything that anyone on YouTube talks about. So let's jump directly into this. So CD Projekt, here we are. So CD Projekt was also down 2.89% the weekend, or on Friday better said. So of course, at the moment, the overall situation is not looking so good. But if I'm now jumping, for example, directly on the chart, because I mean, we want to earn money and therefore we talk about also about the charts of stocks. So you see, we are accelerating a little bit between those Fibonacci retracements, the 0.5 and the 0.382. So this is still a good value. So I would say we still have a PE ratio of 15.94. This is also actually not too bad now. Of course, is it possible that we are dropping through the 0.382 Fibonacci retracement? This is of course possible, and then we would also leave the overall trend line that started then in 2016 with the big announcement of Cyberpunk 2077. But I would say, I mean, look at this guy. So look at this guy. So this here you can see. I mean, when a stock is so overvalued, when people were not selling at this point, I can only say, okay, you really did the mistake. So I was accumulating. So I'm invested in CD Projekt, of course, and I was accumulating here on the way down. Of course, then at this point here, when we then finally or hopefully we've seen the bottom here, I cannot promise you this. I was also accumulating much more, and now at the moment I'm a bit reluctant because the overall market situation might lead to the fact that CD Projekt also falls more. But it holds up here on this line. You see how the stock is actually, it's like textbooks how the stock is really fighting here. It's really fighting here on this overall line. So if we break through the Fibonacci retracement, then it might be getting more interesting again to buy some more, and then we might see the 126. So the overall chart at the moment is okay. I'm not fearing too much with the chart. So of course we have to stay here between those two retracement lines. If we even stay on this here, on this big blue trend line, then everything is going to be fine. So therefore that's the technical aspects, my friends. So now I want to check out now I want to talk a little bit with you about the future, about the prospects of CD Projekt. And for this reason I think it is useful, it is definitely useful that we go and look at CD Projekt Cyberpunk 2077, which now received the 1.5 patch recently. So this is now online, and you see also the game has mostly positive reviews. It has a 75% positive reviews, a Steam rating. So this is all very good. And you see, since December 2020 this game is updated. So it even received today on the 19th of February another update. So let's look at this patch. So this patch is amazing. So list of changes. Look at this, what they did. So this is actually one of the biggest patches I've seen in my whole life for a game. So this means the game got definitely better, and it's fit for the new generation consoles, for PlayStation 5. And obviously it doesn't make sense to play this game on PlayStation 4 anymore, but on PlayStation 5, on the new Xbox, it's going to be good. But I think it's always more important to see what in the discussion board, so see a little bit the community, so what the community thinks about this. So they complain, of course, about the size of the patch. Did they fix the 1.5 patch bug yet? So of course the patch maybe brought some new problems, but then they fixed it again with a new patch. But overall I see positive feedback, and it seems that the game has more space to run, more time to run, and this makes it actually for CD Projekt also for future DLCs. Maybe they even make a DLC, a paid DLC, and also some free DLCs. This makes this game more interesting. So what is at the moment? I was calculating it here. This is at the moment the overall market cap of CD Projekt. It's 4.4 billion US dollars. 4.4 billion US dollars. This means actually, is there a company that would buy CD Projekt? Is there a company that would buy CD Projekt, like for example Sony, Microsoft, Amazon? Just imagine Amazon buying CD Projekt, or any other gaming company. So I would not exclude this. I wouldn't exclude this. So it's all possible in the realm of possibilities. But at the moment we don't see anything. Especially if you look at the chart. When Activision was bought, this was in a situation similar. So now we are since April 2021. So we were building this bottom. Hopefully the bottom since April 2021. And if you if we go up and look a little bit further, then we see it was in December 2020. In December 2020, the big drop started. So this has nothing to do with the recent problems in the overall market when it comes to so-called ARC innovation stocks, high valuation stocks. So since CD Projekt is a Polish stock, it's listed at the Polish stock market. So I found actually here from the third quarter, because here you can see the next earnings date is only in April this year. So I thought, like, let's head over and look a little bit at the CD Projekt the third quarter earnings. So this might be useful. So gradual shift to new projects while still supporting cyberpunk. So that's a very important theme, and we saw it now already with the new patch. And you see they're phasing out a little bit of the support for Cyberpunk and the next gen version. And of course, Gwent is still, they still support this game. And then a Cyberpunk expansion. So this is the big project now, is working on Cyberpunk expansion, and then slowly starting, this is the dark blue, slowly starting with other projects. Next gen versions are on track to meet their targets. So we saw now the release of the next gen update for Cyberpunk. So I don't know if actually the PlayStation 5 version was already out, so we can check this later. So The Witcher Wild Hunt is then coming in the second quarter. Future plans for Gwent, optimization of Gwent operations based on developed technology and experience gained over the last 5 years. Scale of activities, further support for the project, detailed roadmap. So if you get Gwent, this is a game with potential, definitely. Then we have the Witcher Monster Slayer, which is a mobile game in the Witcher the realm, and this is actually a very good idea in my opinion. And then recent acquisitions, the Mollusk Float, they acquired this game, so actually CD Projekt was getting another company in. And then they were a new talent pool and opened a new opportunities talent pool, let's say it like this, in Vancouver. Also all very interesting. Financial results. So of course this is the most important. So, and I recommend you to learn a little bit how you can read those financial results. I'm not a financial expert, and I told you this already before, but I can see net profitability is going down here. So it was in the third quarter 2020 at 22%, and then not GOG, sorry, my mistake. So it was going down from 22% to 11.3%. So I see a decline. And if we looked at Red and at GOG, in my opinion, they should close GOG. It's really not profitable, and it will not be profitable. They should definitely close it. So, but yeah, it's declining, it's negative, it's not good. And net profit, for example, in the third quarter, you see it here, it's declining. So from 23 million zlotys down to 16 million zlotys. It should go up. So all of this is not so good, and this is the reason why we see the stock where it is. This is the reason why the stock is there and not at 300 zlotys. I mean, you always have to ask yourself, is it just trading or is it also fundamentals? Yeah, it is fundamentals also in this Okay, so balance sheet, liabilities, equity. So let's see total equity and liabilities. Then we see in a comparison, the third quarter, we see a change of 0%, as I read this now correctly. So nothing really has changed from the second quarter to the third quarter. Then we have the product research, development, and service costs. Service costs, release products. A new project is green, and then we have development expenditures. So service costs massively went up. So development expenditures, this was of course when Cyberpunk was coming out, and then of course the development expenditure went down because they're not working at a new game yet, so therefore it went down. And now we see actually that the service costs are going up. We see here the service costs are kind of stable going up, so this shouldn't be the case. In my opinion, the service cost should not be so high, but yeah, CD Projekt Cyberpunk still needs some work. That's the whole problem behind this. Cash flow. So cash flow, how do we read this? So cash deposits and T-bonds, others. So this is all on, okay, those are the different cash flow aspects, and then we see the cash deposits and T-bonds. And if we compare it from the 2 months, so actually the cash flow is higher. So this sounds first of all positive. All right, so I would say let's see how the development continues with CD Projekt. Here you see a little bit more clear the numbers missed. Probably we miss it again the next time. I hope not. So I really hope that they coming out with some new games that they can actually also make some cash on them. Analyst price targets, what we see here is now currently we're at 174 and the analyst price tag is 148, so it's even lower. We see it since January, a lot of selling recommendations and not really a lot of the positive strong buy or buy recommendations. Yeah, that's how it is. I mean, it's still a high speculation stock, where you actually invest because you think they can pull it off in the upcoming month and years. If they can pull it off with Witcher 4, for example. So if Witcher 4 is not coming out, it's not going to be announced in the next year, it doesn't look so good then for CD Projekt. And then I would assume that we even fall through this retracement line at 160. So this is all possible. So, and yeah, and then of course they should also develop some new projects so to not be a one-trick pony. Alright, so this video has already been long enough, and as you know, I love talking about CD Projekt. Since I'm invested myself, I would say now enough in CD Projekt. It's 1.6% of my overall portfolio. I'm also in the minors, so I hope that I can get back in the plus in the profitability for myself with the stock. But if you enjoyed this kind of discussions about gaming companies, then I can only recommend you to subscribe to this channel and leave me a comment. This would make me very happy. And of course, like this video. This is also very useful. Share it with your friends that are also interested in gaming companies, gaming stocks. I know at the moment the overall market situation doesn't look good. High growth stocks are falling massively, and AMC and GME, GameStop, they are all massively down. So the motivation of a lot of folks out there to buy stocks is very low at the moment. So, but and then this means also that no one watches those YouTube videos. But I'm here for you also in the crash, and I'm also analyzing those stocks also in crash time. So also check out my other video about Ubisoft that I uploaded as well today. So thank you very much for watching. See you the next time. Bye bye.